What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to teach you how to become a multi-millionaire in Ghost of Tabor. If you want your account to look like that, then watch this video. But I'm going to tell you how not to become a multi-millionaire, and that is to give away a backpack full of 50K suppressors, other high-end loot, a little bit of that righteous product, some meds, and one shot. So how might you get this? Well, I'm going to give it away when I get to 50 subs. I'm at 29 now, so we only need 21 more. So subscribe, like, and comment. And I'm going to pick one random comment as the winner. So remember to comment 50 subs. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm also going to throw in this kitted scar. And I'm going to double it when I get to 100. And here are my 5 tips to make millions in the Ghost of Tabor. Alright, number 5. It's going to be your missions. So every mission you do gives you experience, which is reputation, but it also gives you korunas, okay? So although a lot of these aren't much, you know, like this one is a pretty good amount. And $6,000 might not be like a lot, but I mean, you can do 5 missions, right? So if I complete all these missions, these aren't even the most valuable ones, but you know, that's almost like 10 grand. That's an extra 10K that I'm going to get that I wouldn't even get, because I'm still going to do all of this stuff. I'm still going to kill players with assault rifles in 7 lives without dying 3 times with assault rifles. You're still going to do all of this stuff, but you're also going to earn a little bit of money, and every little bit of money, that 10K buys you 2 scars. You know, you got to start thinking about it in that term. All right, and at number 4, yeah, there we go, 4, looting. All right, when you go into a raid and you loot, I usually just come and I pile these are all my gun attachments on here. I usually fill up backpacks, you know, and then I'll turn them in after they get full. Your backpack should never, ever come out looking like this or like this. You should be coming out, if you're broke, it should be coming out packed full. And whenever you're leaving a raid and you have 2 empty hands, you need to have another gun in your hand with a gun on your waist, or another vest and another backpack, because those things will help you in future raids, or you can sell them and make more money. Which also leads me to my next point. Don't be a hoarder, you know? I mean, I just stockpile this so I can sell it all at one time, because it's faster to me to sell all this at one time. But don't hoard stuff, all right? Like, don't keep this scope thinking you're going to use it whenever you get better. Just either use it now, or, you know, sell it now, you know, sell it for money now and use it to buy yourself either a gun or maybe a vest or whatever you might want to use it for, or just keep it so you can save up to upgrade your rooms, which I'll get into here in a little bit. If you survive past when extractions open, a lot of people are either 1, dead, or 2, going towards extract. So if you stay in the raid afterwards and you run around and you go check all these other places, you know, if you're on island, you know, go check prison, go check radio tower, go check research lab, you know, if you feel safe, you know, go out there and start looting. You know, the worst that can happen is you die, but the thing that could happen is you could walk out with, you know, a $30,000 backpack, a $40,000 backpack, a $50,000 backpack. It might not seem believable, but you know, these lasers, you know, one time I found 10 lasers in a raid. These are worth 3 grand a pop, all right? These are worth 35 grand a pop, you know, or 3,500. So you walk out with 10 of those, that's $30,000. That wasn't even including all the other stuff I had in my bag, you know, so you can easily walk out with a full backpack full of 30 grand, all right? And you do that 3 times, boom, you've made 100,000 essentially. Speaking of looting, whenever you're looking for stuff to loot, you know, all this stuff is worth a certain amount of money, which I'm going to make a video on what loot I think you should go for. But, okay. You need to learn where the high-end loots are. Where are the GPUs? Where are the key cards? Where are the streamer items? Streamer items especially. They're worth 20, 30 grand. You know, tweaked cheese, Viper hot sauce, the tiki. Other high-end loots are car batteries, the flight box recorder. Those are worth, I think, like 20 grand. I mean, the tiki's worth 20 grand. The car battery's worth, I think, like 40 grand. You know, these are worth some high-end money. You know, check those. You know, if everyone's not in the map, go ahead and run around and check them. You know, got a free hand, take it with you. Number 3, farming. As you can see here, I'm not farming at the moment, but I did farm for a little while, and it made me a bunch of my money. but I'm just not playing as much because now I'm editing and recording. But this little nugget here, all right, is worth, I think, like 4,500 by itself. But if you take this little nugget and you take it down to the med block, you know, after you unlock this, of course, and you put it in this little box here, you shove it in there, close this up. Oops. You press that, and it's gonna do, and then it's gonna spit it out right up here. Boom. Now, typically you'll only get 2, and then once you upgrade, you'll get 3, and then at the final upgrade, I get 4. These are worth $1,800 a pop. All right, so you take this. You know what? Boom. Look at this. Whoever wins this backpack is gonna get even more meds. All right, I'm gonna show you how much this one med is worth. Almost 1,900. Okay. You know, this is the #1 thing that I think will help you survive in a raid. NRSs, which we'll get into that later in the video. When you're upgrading your rooms at your bunker, you go to Merrick, however you pronounce this guy's name. You go to bumper upgrades, okay? You're gonna come over here. All right, so this will upgrade your room, right? So this just upgrades, like, you know, how much storage you got, how many GPUs you can have. I don't really know much about that one, but how many plants can you grow, all right? But the utility, in my opinion, is more important because guess what? There's no reason for me to upgrade my Intel because I still have 2 GPU slots. Why would I upgrade this when I still have more to put in there? But you go to utility, which I've already upgraded everything. This is where you'll upgrade your rooms. Upgrade your garden room, that will make the plants use less water. Upgrade your generator room, that makes your generator use less gas. Those 2 things right there will help you grow plants, help you farm with a much higher profit. Number 2, GPUs. These things are literally the best in the world. Okay, I'm making 55 korunas a minute. If you want to do the math, it's a lot. It's like, I think, like 3,000 an hour. Okay, so I'm making like 70 grand a day doing nothing. That's how much I'm just making. Okay, 70 grand a day. 14 of these a day essentially is what I'm making. 14 scars, right? And that will also make you, when you get to this point, you're making money. It's a lot easier because then you can buy gear to go into the raids, which makes you more likely to survive. You know, remember, upgrade your utilities, okay? And don't buy more racks. When I first got this game, I bought all the racks thinking that it would up this number, but no, all it does is just buy you more racks. And I still have 2 more slots open, so I'm not gonna buy the other racks until I fill this up. And honestly, I'm not even gonna fill that up. I'm not gonna buy another rack. After I get these 2 GPUs, every GPU I get will go to you guys, okay? To you guys, the subscribers, the commenters, the likers, all right? To you. As many investors have said, you need to figure out how to make money while you sleep, and this is how you do it. As long as you got gas in your generator, I'm making money. I made money in this game while making this video. And #1 on the list is surviving. Yeah, I know that sounds cheesy, but seriously, you gotta learn how to survive. And there's only one way to learn how to survive, is it's just experiencing the game, going in and dying and dying and dying. I mean, you're gonna go in, you're gonna die hundreds of times. Okay, I still die all the time. There's some days where I get on and I die 4 or 5 times in a row. But once you get to a certain point and you're making all the money, it doesn't matter if you die, because you just go back in. And you know, some days I have bad days, but at the end of the day, I'm still making money, you know, because of all the other steps that I've taken, you know, growing the bud, getting the GPU, building up the utilities, selling the stuff, selling everything, not hoarding it all. As you get better, as time goes on, your experience goes up and you learn how to get out of the raids safely, okay? And if you get a high tier item, like if you get a purple card, you get a GPU, you get something that's worth a lot of money, it's okay to get out of the raid. You don't have to stay in and keep looting. You know, get out with the GPU, plug it in that way, so it's making you money now, okay? And don't sell your GPUs, okay? They're only worth, I think, like 13 grand or 18 grand, but guess what? That you're gonna make that back in just like 10 days, okay? Don't just stick it up in the slot, get out with it, stick it in the slot, and make your money. Also, when you're trying to survive raids, seriously, I know everyone talks about it, but seriously, AP ammo. As soon as you can get the AP ammo, get it. All right, get this in your guns. If you have a tier 6 or a tier 5, tier 4, tier 3, bring it in. It's going to help you survive. And also with bringing in your you know, your tiers, don't bring in a Galil with a tier 6 with a no name helmet, okay? Like don't bring in your AK Alpha with a bra. No, don't bring in your AK Alpha with this, okay? Because this essentially does nothing for you, and then you're gonna lose your high tier gun. Like, it's okay to save the AK Alpha until you have a tier 5 or tier 6 with a good helmet like an Alton or a level 4 helmet or a Ronin. In my opinion, you shouldn't be mix matching high tier loot with low tier loot. So that essentially wraps up my video on how to become a multi-millionaire in Ghost of Tabor. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe at winning this backpack with $50,000 in loot and this kitted out scar. And remember, I'm going to double it when I hit 100. So I'm going to have $100,000 in the backpack with high-end loot. And I'm going to throw in probably either a Tapco or a Scar, whichever one you guys want. I'll throw in a Tapco if someone would rather have a Tapco.